You remember the scent of rain on dry earth. That smell reminds us of lives lived simply and well. Our grandparents walked with steady steps until their final days. They kept their strength when others lost it quickly. How did they do this without modern medicines? Science is finally finding the answers in old habits we forgot. Now we can see the truth behind their secret lives. Real food fuel sources. They ate what grew near their homes in the ground instead of factory-made packages. Whole foods provided the raw nutrients your cells need to repair themselves daily. This fresh intake gave your body natural building blocks for tissue regeneration every day. You get energy that lasts without the crash found in processed sweeteners. Your liver works less to clean up chemicals before it burns fat. Think of this meal as a gift from the soil directly to your blood. It feeds your stem cells without confusing your body's chemical signals later. Fresh vegetables carry vitamins that older men often lack in their diets. These nutrients jumpstart the machinery inside your cells to rebuild muscle tissue. Eating local and seasonal food aligns with nature rather than fighting against it. Digestion slows down nicely so you absorb every ounce of value from the plate. Your gut learns to break down fibers that would otherwise pass right through. This slow process feeds the good bacteria living deep within your belly. They multiply and help you fight off sickness without taking pills. The energy returns to your limbs because the fuel is pure. This simple choice builds a foundation of health that lasts decades. Consistent natural light. The sun rose and set with their schedules built perfectly around daylight hours. Morning light told their bodies when to wake up and release hormones safely. Evening darkness signaled that it was time to rest deep without screens nearby. This rhythm kept their biological clock working properly for decades inside their chests. You lose this signal with artificial lights at home late into the night. Resetting your sleep cycle helps reset your repair crews waiting in the dark. Melatonin flows when the sky turns black to fix cellular damage. Lack of sleep ruins this process and increases the risk of disease. Old-timers knew to close their shutters early so the room could breathe. Their brains cleared toxins more effectively while they slept in true darkness. Waking up with the sun gives you momentum to move your body. Energy levels stay stable throughout the day without the afternoon slump. Circadian rhythms regulate hunger hormones, so you do not overeat at night. Sleep becomes deeper and harder to disturb once you honor the light. Your mind finds peace knowing the world waits for you tomorrow. Protect your rest by turning off the lights an hour before bed. Daily physical labor. Farmers moved their bodies gently throughout the day without a gym schedule ever needed. Walking fields or carrying loads kept muscles active. Without heavy lifting injuries common today, constant low-level movement improved circulation throughout veins and arteries constantly. Blood pumped nutrients to tissues faster than sitting still in comfortable chairs ever could. Your heart learned to adapt and grow stronger with every step you walked. Modern exercise often misses this steady flow that keeps systems balanced long-term. Movement was necessary work, so it never felt like a chore to them. Chores like gardening or chopping wood strengthened your grip and back. Your joints remained lubricated because fluid kept moving through them all day. Staying active prevented the stiffness that plagues people who sit too much. Muscles shrunk slowly but steadily instead of disappearing overnight completely. Strength came from function rather than appearance, which mattered much less to them. Every task done outside required balance and coordination to keep safe. This functional fitness prepares your body for real-life challenges easily. You feel useful when you contribute to your household with your hands. Deep social connection. Grandmothers sat on porches talking with neighbors until the streetlights flickered overhead together. Human connection reduces stress levels that silently damage DNA over time without warning. Loneliness creates inflammation that blocks cellular healing pathways inside your chest cavity. Shared meals and stories created safety signals for your nervous system to trust. Community acts like medicine for the mind and protects against mental decline slowly. These bonds are powerful enough to lower your risk of serious illness naturally. Children played together while adults watched closely to prevent accidents happening alone. Knowing you belong somewhere makes you want to stay alive longer. Trustworthy friends helped you carry heavy loads when you struggled yourself. Emotional support lowers cortisol, which stops it from eating away at cells. A wide network of family members meant help Arrived when you called out. Being part of a group provides purpose that keeps aging bodies active. Depression lifts when you spend time sharing laughter with people you love. Health thrives in environments where people care for one another deeply. Look around you and find someone to share a story with today. Fasting without force. Their kitchens closed early at night so digestion rested while the moon shined bright. Eating only during daylight matched their internal clocks with external time accurately. A 12-hour break allowed stomach acid to settle and gut lining to heal overnight. This window gave organs a chance to repair tissues without fighting off new digestion. Skipping snacks at night stops the constant insulin spikes that tire out receptors. Your body gets a break to run maintenance jobs on its internal wiring. Liver cells detoxify better when they are not processing sugar continuously. Fat burning ramps up when glucose stores are depleted in the evening hours. Hunger comes and goes if you wait it out without grabbing food. Patience teaches your body to trust it has enough energy stored. Metabolism stays flexible because you give it periods of rest frequently. Older men found they felt lighter and clearer without late-night feeding. Blood sugar levels stabilized because you stopped eating every hour. This habit preserves pancreatic function so diabetes never takes hold of them. Rest is productive work for your digestive system to recover strength. Try waiting until lunch to eat something solid and see how you feel. Pure water intake. They drank clear water from springs or wells without plastic bottles ever touching lips. Filtered streams contain minerals that helped enzymes work better in your body today. Chemical additives in commercial drinks disrupt pH balance and cause chronic dehydration issues. Clean fluid supports kidneys filtering waste from your blood efficiently and without strain. Your cells swell with hydration, allowing oxygen delivery to reach distant areas quickly. This simple habit protects against swelling and stiff joints later in your years. Joints need water to cushion the bones when you walk or climb stairs. Brain fog disappears when hydration levels return to normal every morning. Skin looks younger because cells are plump with healthy moisture levels. Temperature regulation works better when sweat glands have plenty of liquid supply. Urine turns pale, indicating your body is flushing out toxins correctly. Tap water in modern cities often contains chlorine or fluoride that adds stress. Finding clean sources is vital for maintaining cell health over many years. Carry a glass bottle with you wherever you go to stay hydrated. Do not rely on thirst signals because they fade as you age. Drink consistently throughout the day, regardless of whether you feel thirsty. Cold exposure benefits. Morning baths or swimming in cool rivers forced systems to wake up instantly and alertly. Cold shocks the circulatory system and increases blood flow to vital organs quickly. Heat and cold contrast teaches vessels to open and close without losing strength. Regular exposure trains the immune system to fight infections more effectively than usual. Warm summers and cold winters kept your adaptation mechanisms active all through the year. Nature itself provided therapy you paid nothing for inside the local environment always. Cold stimulates brown fat, which burns calories to warm the core body. White fat shrinks when brown fat wakes up from hibernation mode. Blood vessels dilate and constrict, improving elasticity in your arterial walls. Adrenaline releases, giving you a surge of focus and physical readiness immediately. Skin tightens and pores close to keep dirt and germs out entirely. Nerves sharpen their signaling speed to react to sudden temperature drops faster. Resilience builds as you learn to handle discomfort without panicking or fear. Your body adapts to stressors by becoming stronger and more efficient overall. Standing under a cool shower at the end of a hot day helps. This practice keeps your metabolism humming loudly even when you rest. Gut microbiome care. Kraut and pickles were staple sides that added good bacteria to their digestive tracts regularly. Fermented foods seeded the gut with helpful microbes that fought bad bugs inside belly. A healthy gut prevents toxins leaking into blood and causing systemic inflammation everywhere. Poor digestion leads to nutrient gaps that starve stem cells trying to rebuild walls. Eating probiotics supports immunity because 2/3 of your defenses live in your stomach lining. Protect this barrier and you protect your whole body from outside threats daily. Bad bacteria die off when you feed the good ones consistently each week. Fiber from plants feeds the colony of helpers residing deep inside. Inflammation drops sharply when gut health improves noticeably over several months. Nutrient absorption skyrockets because villi stand upright and absorb vitamins better. Mood stabilizes because the gut produces serotonin that affects your brain directly. Acid reflux heals when the valve connecting stomach to throat closes tighter. Constipation ends when waste moves smoothly through intestines without pain or struggle. Digestive enzymes work harder when the microbiome is balanced correctly. Add fermented veggies to dinner to start fixing your internal ecosystem today. Purposeful mindset. Elders taught grandchildren stories to preserve culture and give younger minds direction and meaning. Having a reason to wake up each morning lowered depression and anxiety levels significantly. Mental sharpness correlates with physical health because stress slows down metabolic processes often. Purpose drives people to move and eat correctly because they want to live longer. Feeling useful gives cells permission to regenerate because they do not fear death anymore. Belief shapes biology in ways that pills cannot possibly hope to fix. Retirement does not mean stopping unless you define it as such. Volunteering or mentoring keeps your spirit engaged and fighting against weakness. Contribution creates dopamine that rewards effort and encourages continued positive action. Life gains weight when you carry tasks worth doing every single day. Identity shifts away from loss toward gain when you serve others well. Grandparents find joy in passing down knowledge to those who listen. Legacy matters more than money when facing the end of your journey. Your mind stays elastic when you learn new things daily without pause. Set a goal that requires effort to achieve and track progress weekly. A strong mind protects the body from illness far better than supplements. Low-toxin environment. Crops grown without harsh pesticides kept poison levels low in their tissues and bloodstreams. They avoided synthetic fragrances and cleaning agents that mimic hormones inside living humans. Plastic containers held no food, so chemicals leached into meals rarely happened daily. Their clothes were cotton and wool, free of flame retardants and stain guard chemicals. Modern materials trap heat and sweat in ways that irritate skin and pores constantly. Removing these triggers allows your liver to focus on repair rather than detoxifying poisons. Heavy metals accumulate in soft tissues, causing damage over many years. Air quality inside old homes was often cleaner due to lack of carpets. Dust mites caused fewer allergies in houses that were swept regularly daily. Wood smoke burned cleanly and warmed lungs instead of filling them with smog. Water filters using sand and charcoal removed impurities from drinking supplies easily. Avoiding non-stick cookware prevents microplastics entering your soup pot every night. Glass jars store leftovers without risk of BPA poisoning your next meal. Choose organic meats whenever possible to avoid growth hormone interference naturally. Clean living spaces reduce the burden on your immune system daily. Open windows wide to let fresh air replace stale indoor air pockets. Community support networks. Neighborhoods looked out for one another when storms rolled in or trouble arose. People checked on isolated neighbors to ensure they were safe from falls alone. Shared resources like tools and tractors reduced waste and saved money locally. Strong families cooked large meals together every Sunday to reinforce bonds deeply. Elders shared wisdom freely because they knew youth would eventually face the same. Mutual aid groups helped pay bills when work dried up unexpectedly during hard times. Grief was carried collectively, so no widow or widower stood alone forever. Celebrations were loud and frequent to lift spirits during dark economic times. Community centers offered classes where seniors could learn new skills together happily. Respect was given to age, which validated the contributions made earlier. Trust reduced anxiety levels, which allowed relaxation. During long evenings comfortably, political systems changed to reflect the needs of aging populations over time. Voting rights expanded to ensure voices were heard at town hall meetings. Local economies thrived when people spent money within their own towns first. Helping hands multiplied when everyone expected to receive help when needed. A village mentality keeps the elderly engaged and protected from neglect.